Welcome back for another yummy update, friends. As you've been seeing recently, crypto trying to recover from the prices earlier where Bitcoin hit as low as, 85, 86,000 dollars once again. But we did have this little V reversal expectation from before. Just in case it went down, I said, don't panic, because we might just go up the other way. You never know what happens, friends. I mean, it does help that Eric Trump comes out and says, buy the dip. He's pretty much telling you, buy the dip. Also, friends, remember, Vitalik has fired Aya Tamagotchi, which is extremely useful to let us know some big moves are happening, which is going to be interesting. If this goes up, friends, if ETH BTC goes up, I'm literally just going to be spamming a picture here. Like Vitalik fires Aya Tamagotchi, and hopefully like everybody gets the word that we are now here to reject soy. And soy, I'm telling you, friends, we're getting serious about this now. We're getting serious! This is not a joke. We're here to win. We're not selling. A lot of people think that the bear market is starting. Look, it could be right. It could be right. However, Bitcoin is still above the weekly super trend. Ain't no bear market starts when Bitcoin is still green on the weekly super trend. As I've shown you many times on this chart here. If we were closing under $73,000, all right, high odds, very high odds. 75% chance bear markets like started from that moment. 75, 85, even higher, pretty much 90% chance. Like it's pretty much almost game over based off all the odds. Yeah, but we're not there yet. We're not there. Are we below the weekly super trend? No. Friends, one day we will be below the weekly super trend, inevitably. But if this thing goes up, the weekly super trend moves up with it. Maybe the weekly super trend will one day be $140,000. Okay, so that's our frame of reference. Now, we've gone through a lot of the macro stuff very consistently here on this channel, friends, as well. Like, Bitcoin still, Bitcoin can go up, but this is the US dollar. This is the Dixie, old Dickie boy. This is the daily chart. We need this thing to just keep coming down, Trump to make more deals, the tariffs to get into effect, and everything else to pretty much slide its way through. That's exactly what we're waiting for. And also recently we saw SOL BTC flip red on the weekly super trend. It just means from here, more bad things happen. That's what we've seen happen. Doesn't necessarily mean you just fall to the floor. It's just like every step of the way, like on average, you just get bad things that just happen. But hey, you had 500 days of good things. So it's just like, the universe balancing itself out. I want to show you this interesting article from a gentleman on Twitter I follow named Mr. Loopify. Now, I actually made a video replying here to him. So he says meme coins are never coming back. So when you probably read it, you go, oh crap, meme coins are never coming back. But then you read into it, and what he's basically, look, everything he's described is Soylana JPEGs. Everything. Okay, so that's why I actually made a video, friends, to go through. I think he's got like 200,000 followers or something. See, I made a video, I'll just show you. Here I am right here. I just want to show you something that I've been working on. What I've done is, friends, in my video, I showed him this picture, right? Memes, cults, religions, but we got the JPEG coin. So I just want to show you this. It basically said everything that we know, right? He said like, but it's got interesting information. He goes, look, it all ended with Trump. Well, like, I was literally the first person to say, guys, don't try to call tops and don't do this, but this has all the markings of like, it could be the top. Like it's an explosive, big move. By the top, what do I mean by the top of like the Soylana JPEG trash. That's what I meant. And he talks about, look, the inevitability of PumpFun. He goes, there are no holders. And he mentions Morad here. So Morad talking about Soylana trenches is, the problem with Soylana trenches is that it was all momentum based. So when they say that, okay, he also says the highest concentration of people buying these tokens are in it for money because the traditional cons with other projects no longer exist. Naturally, this means the coins will drop faster than most. So yeah, as I've shown you, remember the altcoins on Soylana are obliterated like everything else. However, I've been saying this for a long time. I said Soylana have a culture of Jeets and Jeeting. So when push comes to shove and any type of demand surgence comes back in, I believed it was more highly likely that a lot of the communities, instead of going back to their OG coins staying with the community, they will instead copy paste the coins onto other chains if there's a season somewhere else. Okay. Now, we saw, for example, with PulseChain, friends, with Soylana season, did anybody in the PokeCenter go and make these Pikachu and Ditto coins and Meowths and stuff? Did anybody go and pour me? Did people go start making them on Soylana? No. Did people go try and make a pDAI community? No. Or Atropa? No. What about Tang Gang? 99% of Tang Gang didn't. They stayed. I think they have like, they did like the Elon Musk watermelon head. They tried that and made one or two things. We had gophers, but like overwhelmingly 99% stayed. There is like a few people who tested. They're like, hey, what happens if we do that? That's it. We didn't have any type of exodus, which is good. That's beautiful. It means we're sticky. It means the community's sticky. And by the way, it was the same thing with Avalanche and Phantom. A lot of these coins, the communities have just stayed. Same as Ethereum, right? Like, for example, the Pepe community on Ethereum did not go, or SHIB as well. They didn't go and make their own new coin on Soylana, right? Soylana, though, I believed when the season's over for Soylana, which now it is, I think it's very, very obvious it's bleeding out. If there's a season on like Phantom, right, Sonic, I believe a lot of the people in the Soylana altcoins, you know, like whatever they are, Locky and Retardio, all these, some of them, they're going to get vampired out. So some of them in there, you're going to realize they'll just total cheats. They don't believe in Soylana. They don't care about the city. They're just going to go launch the chain. They're probably going to try literally vulture, vampire out the community and go, hey, let's go deploy on this other chain. Let's migrate everyone over. Let's start again. We're now forming this thing. It's going up. That's what I believe would happen. Now, it hasn't been tested yet, but, you know, we'll see what happens over time. So, interesting, right? Mr. Loopify, he's got a point here as well. Comparison to NFTs. I'm sure you guys remember how big NFTs were, yes? And he continues, right? OpenSea was the biggest winner. They printed over $1 billion in fees. For reference, PumpFun only did $500 million in fees. Interesting. But also, that was Bitcoin halving year for PumpFun. So that's enormous, yeah? I wonder what the big tech thing is going to do this year, since the post-halvening year. Also, PumpFun did a lot of value extraction. It was total VVP. I made a video here on 0xNigmi from the DeFi Llama creator. He goes, the low estimation, they still extracted like around $5 billion out here. And he continues as well, saying, what's next? No one truly knows when the cycle will end. That will be determined on the short when it happens. Every cycle, there's a new trend. Pretty much the biggest will survive. Anything below that will die. I leave you with this article that goes a bit deeper into why getting rich is half the equation. The other half is keeping it. Some actionable points for doing that. So he goes, you only win the game if you leave the casino with chips. If you think it's down 90%, so the advice is useless, understand that it can go down another 90%. So that's pretty much, a lot of these people come out, oh, now that everything's gone down, hey guys, MemeCoins are actually over now, which is what they're pretty much saying. Well, I believe, in my video, I just want to show you something. So in my video, I showed him this, right? I go, hey, I've got a framework for this that I made. So anything that launches, you're a JPEG coin. So all these articles are looking at it. I'm like, okay, the word meme, it's not really the word meme. Like everything's a meme. And in my example, friends, it's such a good example I made. I said, hey, imagine, friends, you know when a baby's born? It's just a baby, yeah? You don't say, hey, future teacher, future president, future astronaut, future fireman, future Pokemon owner. You don't say that. You just say, it's a baby. It's a baby, okay? You can speculate on what is on the future. Yeah, future. Okay. When you're looking at any coin, they're just JPEGs. Yeah, everything's just a JPEG at the start. When you go like 6 months old in as a JPEG, you start to become, if the community's there and it's not abandoned, it's a meme. You get an ID. It's a community, right? The community's the asset. That's how we go from a JPEG coin, meme. Now, why 6 months? I don't know. It just seems like a right number. 6 months, I just guessed it. I felt it, look it around. It's enough time for a boom bust cycle, whatever. If you can transcend that, eventually over time, you can become a cult. Now, cult, remember friends, cult is, people are like really, when you look at a cult, remember, it's not the satanic cult. It's like culture. It's kind of like you're doing something for so long, like there's substance there in the community. And people look at you like you're a weirdo because your culture is still there despite other things being popular. Yes. So on PulseChain, we got some PulseChain's a cult. So did PulseChain pivot to Soylana EVM? No. Did PulseChain communities go and pivot out there? No, absolutely not. Did we go pivot to just like pretty much everything else, all the other trash that's been happening? No. No. We all stay in the same community. It's every chain's doing that, right? That's what we're actually noticing for people's behavior. So PulseChain's a cult, but what I'm showing you is, by the way, Hex as well. A lot of the Hexicans, they're still staking and they still believe. Did they go and start trading PumpFun trash? No. A lot of them are still there. See the culture. That's why Hex surviving 99%, very, very important. You get to see that the community is still there. Okay. And then if you become strong enough, you become a religion. That's why I say PulseChain is a neo religion. Neo just means new. It's a new religion, but it's priced like a celebrity token. Because the religion means it's all encompassing, you know. It has even a pump tires, the PumpFun clone there now. You got your DEX, you got your DeFi, you have memes, you have culture, there's NFTs. You know, I always see like the Tang gang guys always posting different NFTs and the homies and stuff. Hey, there's different NFT culture and stuff. I just forgot the others. But yeah, there. See what I mean? It's all encompassing. It's very, very interesting. We have a leverage exchange. You know, that's what religion is. Religion, all encompassing solution. But that's why we're early to this. We believe in it. Other people don't believe in it. Just like in Bitcoin, no one believed Bitcoin was going to be a savings vehicle for everybody in the world back like 10 years ago when it was just, you know, $100, $1,000. No one believed that. Now you can actually start to believe it because it's everywhere. So that's why, you know, JPEG coins are made in the millions. Okay, so that's pretty much, that's why I want to just show you this distinction. So yeah, when he says meme coins are dead, I think what I really mean is, by the way, actually I'll finish on the note. So when they say meme coins are dead, yeah, really what he's talking about is Soylana JPEG coins are dead. You know, and then they'll drag everything down, and then the substance memes who want to stay on Soylana, you're a Tardio, maybe you're Lock-in, Giga, whoever they are, wherever they are. Okay, I don't know what they were going to be. One of them is going to get destroyed, but some of them will survive, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But the 99.9% get destroyed. That's why it's like pretty much it's radioactive. Yeah, and also in the comments, it's interesting. One person said, "Thank you for making this article, sir." And then they said, "So definitely gaming coins are going to be where all the meme coin rotation money comes to." This person doesn't know what they're talking about. And then the guy wrote the article. He goes, "If meme coins, obviously referring to JPEG coins, if they are now dead, then gaming is completely burnt out." So basically, he like crushed that guy's hope as well. Because that's what we found, that gaming coins, they're just memes with a bit of utility stuff around them. A bit of, but you don't even really need most of it. It's the same thing, friends. You need a meme around it, man. It could be a game. There's games that are different, like the Super Mario, you know. Imagine there was a Super Mario coin. Official Nintendo Super Mario, just meme coin. And you do random stuff about like, and they're only going to support this one coin. That packs a punch, right? That's a valuation punch. You know what I mean? Because they got games and stuff. It might be used around, and you get stuff in there. That's an ecosystem around it, right? But if it's just like, hey, we're making a new game, it's just like some sort of little Japanese RPG game, which is cute for a while, but then you get over in like 2 weeks. That's totally different as well. But no one knows ultimately how these go, friends. We just need a new technology innovation. We'll see what happens from there. This is an interesting tweet walking around. So CZ, friends, 4 years ago, waiting for the headline, Bitcoin crashes from 101K to 85K. Save the tweet. So he did this in December 17, 2020. And if we go back here, CZ, friend of the channel, follows me as well. Thank you very much, CZ. CZ, friends, he did this chart. I'll get you to it. Here we are. We did it here, okay? December 17. That's because right here, Bitcoin was charging through the highs. It was 23K. Everyone really thought we're going to 100K. We're going to 100K. Everyone really, really, really thought that. Didn't happen, though. However, the tweet is still interesting because now it finally did. And then his next one is waiting for the new headline. Bitcoin crashes from $1 million to $985,000. So maybe that might be 2 cycles from now. Again, you know, that might be 2 cycles from now. That might be a 2030 story, 2030 to 2032. Yeah, maybe in somewhere around that period. That'd be interesting if we can get something like that. We get there. But yes, just showing you, friends, we're multiplying over time. The growth rate for Bitcoin is still enormous. If we grow only 40% per year from halvening to halvening, you still get a $268,000 BTC price in 2028, February. This is a wonderful picture just to represent what's going on. This is from Bold Leonidas. The SS Soylana, the ship is sinking, fire going down, and here's the LA Vape Cabal swimming. That's funny. They have the yellow pasta hair from Thread Guy. They're actually hilarious out here, the LA Vape Cabal. Now, friends, remember, I'll be honest, I completely underestimated how much the LA Vape Cabal was scamming. I thought it was just like 1 or 2 popular stuff. No. I've seen a lot of comments of people just showing stuff of all the like stuff that just never made it big. Because that's what happens with the scams. You only know the one big thing, but you don't know, like, to get to that scam point, like, they were hustling the whole way as well. So there were like 55 other scams that came before them before they finally hit the big ones, the home runs that you know about. Also, you have Soylana unlocks coming soon, and it's always the worst timing with these. Do you remember, friends, that interesting point? Everyone was like, "Oh, don't worry, they're not gonna dump. The unlocks are coming soon. No one's gonna sell here." Come on, man, they're VCs, dude. They're VCs. Of course they sell. Check this out as well from Richie Hart. So Richie made a post. Guess what crypto companies sell to pay fines? He's referring to, friends, he didn't tell you the company, just to let everyone know what's going on. Let's play some angel music, just to crank it up a bit. And let's spin the hat as well, in a clockwise direction, friends. And then let's spin it anti-clockwise. Okay, now we're ready to go. So, do you want to know what's been happening? So, he's referring to Binance. They have been selling ETH and Soy by massive amounts to pay their giant $4.3 billion penalty to the US government. So that's what's been happening. So we've been seeing a lot of stuff on chain. That's what they're paying the fine. So a lot of people believed incorrectly, there's some people out there on Twitter, they believe that Binance is intentionally manipulating ETH and SOL to crash the market and stuff. No, they got a $4.3 billion fine. They have to sell it. They have to get rid of it over time. I think they have $70 or $80 billion in assets, maybe more. Maybe they hold a lot of Bitcoin, maybe 100 billion now. Yeah, so that's the fine out here that they have to pay. But yeah, it's kind of sad because when the big banks do what CZ did or Binance did, they just have to pay the fine and they walk away. They put CZ in jail for 4 months to send the message. Okay, no other banking executive ever got done, and they were overseeing all this stuff. They know exactly what's going on, right? So yes, it's confirmed Binance was dumping to pay for it over time. He also says in here, he goes, governments sell it when seized. So he's referring to Bitcoin. What he's basically saying is, just think about, don't hold these coins where there are big forced sellers in them. That's it. So he's basically saying, avoid stacking ETH, avoid stacking Soy, avoid stacking Bitcoin. He goes, hackers sell it. Miners sell it. Yeah, so hackers sell it as in, hackers when they steal Bitcoin, when they steal Ethereum, North Korea, they that's what they do. They sell it, they just got to get distributed over time. That's more sell pressure. Refers to a lot of coins in that regard. And I even mentioned here, remember, none of these entities own any PulseChain, PulseX, Hex, Incentive, or even PIKA. That's right, friends. Let's crank it out. Of course, friends. Oh, absolutely. How can we forget this? Larry Fink. Lazar wants it, friends. Having fun with some PIKA on PulseChain as well. Remember, when PulseChain starts reversing up, I'll cover heaps of the other altcoins. There's like 50 to 100, plus. It's just right now, everything's pretty much crushed. But yeah, also, just don't forget this, friends. Like, Rockenegra's Larry Fink, he's probably buying a Pikachu hat right now. Right now. Licking his lips. That's what lizards do. They're just at the thought of a Pika to Pico ETF listing. Think about this as well. Tether even dumps USDT, but they don't own any PulseChain DAI, which is the unicorn pDAI. So it's just a general thing to think about owning for the bull market. Also, we now know the liquidity has been pulled much thinner on PulseChain as well. So I know the market caps are ravaged, they're all slow, but you look at the volatility, we've noticed, right? As soon as the liquidity got pulled, we can observe it, the volatility is heaps big. So instead of like -6%, we see like -11. Instead of like, when it's +7, it's like +14. It's like the things are getting way more volatile. But look, I'll be honest, it's not a cheat code in terms of like everybody pulls. If the price goes up, people just sell it back down. It's just you're paying more slippage. But I guess in the volatility and the trading and the mess, maybe it encourages more volume, more people to trade, and bigger the move appears. That's probably the most important thing. Where to from here, I would like to know as well. We had the nice standard stab where you come back down to stab the level. I'm hoping that Bitcoin can now just recover up and continue friendship. Remember, now we're friends. March is finally here. It's finally like, here we go. Remember, we're at the end of the road now. Like, there's no trucking around anymore. Absolutely no trucking around. By the way, you truck around, we're going to get spoony on you. Okay? We're going to get spoony on you. No trucking around. We have to go up in March. No excuses. Okay. Yeah, because we've already blown our 2 red monthly others BTC candles of the bull market. Man, I just hope we just go up only. Up. Please go up only. That'd be great. Just to let you know as well, man, look at this. So we can, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did 6 green months in a row in 2017. Screwed around and then we went up again. And then if you look at, oh, sorry, this was 2017. If you look at 2021, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So 5 or 6. So let's say we get lucky and it's 2017 cycle repeating. That would mean March, April, May, June, July. Just straight green. And you know, that could be a fitting trap for people because they'll do sell in May, go away. But then we rally in June and then we rally in July. Okay, because you don't know it's the top right because July is still rallying. You don't know that maybe August is going to slow down. That would be the perfect trap. People sell in May to go away because they're jeeting and then actually they have to come back and buy things higher. So it would be a fitting old season wave type of one trap. We'll see how we go from here, fans. Ultimately, look, it is depressing. I have no energy, and I know as soon as I have infinite energy, I don't know where it keeps coming from. Some sort of holy divine intervening. I don't know. Every day I wake up, I'm like, man, I just can't be bothered anymore. It's been 5 long years going down. What I've also noticed, just look, if you're out there, you know who you are. I'm not going to mention names, but I've noticed, just for your own sake, some people are looking at me still being bullish on, say, PulseChain and ecosystem, whatever. And then what they'll do is, if I even like show any chart of their coin downtrending, maybe it's flipped red on a weekly SuperTrend or whatever it is, people are starting to take pot shots at me. They're trying to just throw stones because they're like, you're a loser. You've been in PulseChain the whole time. They're saying that. And like, I got no hate. Okay. I'm just warning you. You're in that you're about to get crushed phase. Okay. I'm just letting you know. Okay. I know that phase. I know the cycles inside out, man. I know how it all works. You don't have to listen. But I'm just telling you now. Okay. So if you are on this cycle, you are in this complacency part. Okay. You're in this complacency part. Now, not all coins are like that. That's why all coins have their own little cycle. I'm just telling you, you're in this complacency part, okay? You're literally, because like you're basically just doing what the Hexagons did to Eric Wall when Hex dropped for 50 cents and now it's down like 10 cents. Yeah, or even before, like it's down 80%, and then they're like, no, but it's still up like 200x from the bottom of when you fade it. They just keep referring to that. Which is, I guess it's technically true, but Eric's looking at it like, no, we're on the way down. You've had your time to shine now, So many people out there, that's what they do, friends. But that only makes me more bullish because of all the coins I ever talk about, everything. Friends, I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum. I love them. Okay, I love Bitcoin and Ethereum, but no one cares about that. It's like they're just feeding signals. They're like they only care about one coin. They only care about PulseChain. They only love to hate it, to watch it go down. So I'm just letting you know. Also, maybe you've learned something for yourself as well. If you find, it's very, very tough, but you might find yourself trapped in the next 1 or 2 years in that same predicament. You might be in a coin, it's gone up, it has momentum, it keeps going up for you. And then someone out here tries to say, oh yeah, this thing is finally flipped red. And you're like, it's a boy who cried wolf, right? Where you're like, oh, no, you've been not liking this thing for like 7, 8, 9 months. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it, friends. Like if someone says it's going to rain tomorrow and then it's sunny and then it's sunny and then it's sunny, but they keep saying it's going to rain, eventually it's going to rain one day. You know it is. So you're going to have your own filter and stuff out here to do that. Like, subscribe, bell button, I'll catch you soon.